What is up, guys? It's your boy here, Jersey Flex, back with another great video. As you guys know by the title of this video, today I kind of want to discuss to you guys on how to take DBOL, Dianabol the right way, basically how long it stays in your system, how it works, and basically all like the little ins and outs about DBOL, because on the video I made prior to this, which was my experience on DBOL or Dianabol, I had someone leave a comment asking a little bit more about the specifics of how to take it, when to take it, certain kinds of doses, 20 milligrams all in one shot, or two 10 milligram doses throughout the day, whatever. So I am going to kind of explain how DBOL works and how you can take it. I'm also going to make videos separately for other compounds to let you guys know the correct way of taking it. But I always say I'm not your doctor. In no way, shape, or form am I going to encourage you guys to take these things. I'm only just making these videos for educational purposes only. But before we get into greater detail, go down, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned to this channel, and we're gonna roll that freaking intro. Boom!
Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe it's the start of where it ends. I know. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase.
What is up, guys? We are back. As you guys saw from the title of this video, I am not your medical professional. I put that at the end of every single intro that I make, so that way you guys are well aware of the fact that I am not your doctor. I am not your medical practitioner. I am in no way, shape, or form prescribing or promoting the usage of any anabolics, any compounds, any drugs, or anything of that nature. This video strictly abides by YouTube guidelines, blah, 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 blah. But some of you guys are dumb enough like me to try these compounds. That's why I make these videos, just to educate and entertain the public. So, DBOL. Let me give some quick information about it before we move into how to appropriately take the compound. It is not something you want to abuse. It is extremely potent. It is methylated testosterone, which is an oral form of testosterone with a double carbon bond at the receptor site. So it is really strong, potent testosterone. It comes in 10 to 20 milligram tablets, and even an absurd 40 milligram tablets, which I don't know why anyone would want that. But basically, it starts working within 30 minutes to an hour. You notice it an hour after your first dose ever. You feel a pump, you feel different, you feel explosive, you feel great. That is how potent it is, how quick and fast acting. And reason being is it's not an injectable. They make injectable Dianabol, but what's the purpose of it? Because it still runs through the liver. It does not evade any liver toxicity whatsoever. And as I've mentioned in both the two prior videos, that I've made on Dianabol, it is extremely liver toxic. So if you're not evading any liver toxicity by injecting, what's the purpose of injecting? And you know, the same goes for Winstrol as well. So yeah, so the 10 milligram tablets is actually my ideal preferred method of using it, unless you are running a testosterone base, which I highly recommend. Reason being is that Dianabol only stays in your system for 4 hours. It acts quick, but just as quick as it acts, it's also gone. So that's why taking a 10 milligram tablet in the morning and then a 10 milligram tablet in the afternoon, if you train in the afternoon, or vice versa, you know, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, but definitely have one as a pre-workout. That's kind of the best way to go about it, because you're going to ensure that you stay and remain anabolic throughout the entire day. And the reason why I made the reference towards using a test base is because if you have a test base, that test base is going to ensure that you remain more anabolic throughout the day. Because if you're running test E, which is a long estered testosterone, you're going to have testosterone in your system higher than I mean, higher than above average normal ranges, like 2,000 to 3,000 or higher, you're going to have that for about 2 weeks because, you know, test E is a long ester. So, you know, you don't really need to be taking DBOL throughout the day to ensure that you're anabolic if you're already running a test base, you know. So that's kind of my opinion on that. But 10 milligrams twice a day or 20 milligrams as pre-workout. I would never really do more than 20 megs in one day just because it's very liver toxic. You could do 30, wouldn't really do it. It's also got extremely terrible estrogen conversion ratios. You're going to get methylestradiol, which is a stronger version of estrogen. So I don't recommend, if you are especially sensitive to estrogenic side effects, taking more than 20 milligrams in one day. Just not something I really recommend with this compound whatsoever. So there are also, I do have to add this as well, I do know some people that also crush the tablet and put it into a water bottle. I don't recommend letting the crushed tablet sit in that water for more than 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours maybe tops. But that's kind of a way to slowly, you know, take it in rather than just dropping the tablet and having the whole full dose hit you at once. You know, you can kind of just sip on it, see how you feel, because some people get a little flustered, they get a little bit hot to the skin, rapid heartbeat, whatever. Everybody's sensitive to these things in their own specific way. So getting that dose in a smaller, slower way, you know, that might actually help some people out there. That's why I like to throw that in there, that is something that you could do with an oral. You can crush it up, throw it in some water. Just make sure you don't let it sit there all day because it kind of diminishes the quality of the compound, in my opinion. So another thing to keep in mind is the frequency and how much of it you put into your body because of the blood pressure related issues. Regardless of your sensitivity to estrogen or estradiol, you are going to experience some sensitivity to the blood pressure aspect of it due to the increased amount of water retention. It is going to increase your water retention, thus causing some complications with your blood pressure, and you don't want that. So keep an eye on that. Make sure your vitals are okay. Again, we want to look great, but we also want to do this in a healthy format. We want to be healthy. You don't want to drop dead just because you wanted to lift heavier and look handsome. So let me think. Is there anything else that you guys need to kind of know about taking it? Definitely not something I recommend taking 4 to 6 hours before you go to bed. It kind of will keep you up. I noticed that for myself. Then again, everybody's different. If you guys had different responses, if you guys are experienced DBOL users, you can leave that in the comments down below. But me personally, it's not something that I would take, you know, prior to going to bed. I noticed that for me, it was best in pre-workout and early in the morning. So, and again, DBOL, this, I do have to say this, I would not run it longer than 3 to 4 weeks, honestly. And because it's so fast acting, you could literally do a week or two of it and then come off of it as long as you're running like a good test base. You don't need to run it for the 4 to 6 week maximum time period. And some knuckleheads out there will even run it for 8 weeks, even 12. Stupid. I would not do it. It is so extremely liver toxic that it is not something I recommend running for that long. That is just me. And it's also fast acting. So, you know, there's really no reason. It puts on a lot of muscle really quickly. So you'd be surprised what you'll gain in 2 to 3 weeks and how you're going to feel also running a test base alongside with it. So really don't recommend going more than 2 to 3 weeks. That's just me. Other people have different opinions, but your liver is going to suffer. So take my advice on that. Other than that, I think that kind of wraps up this video, kind of said everything as briefly as I could about DBOL. I hope that kind of helps you guys out about knowing about the compound. If you felt like this video helped you out, go down, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to this channel, support this channel. I love you guys, and let's roll that freaking outro. Boom. No!